All right, Nick, let's talk about the Cincinnati Bengals. This is by far one of the most intriguing teams in all of the AFC. They are a true contender, and with Joe Cool at the helm, how can you say any less? He is very, very spectacular. And the Bengals have also made a lot of great moves this offseason, Nick, but one of those moves in particular is shining a little bit brighter than the rest.
Miles, I agree with you 100%. This is exciting news out of the Bengals mini camps OTAs. But before we get to this latest report, Bengals fans got a very interesting question for you guys to answer in the comment section below. Look, we know you guys are some of the smartest, most insightful fans throughout the entire NFL. That's why we want to hear from you. Give us what you're seeing on this Bengals team right now through OTAs, through minicamp that no one else is seeing. Give us your hottest take, your most insightful take, your smartest opinion, whatever it may be, in the comment section below. And we're going to pick some of the best ones and we're going to highlight them in our next Bengals video. And make sure you stay tuned to the end of this video to hear a word from our partner of today's video, and that, of course, is Neuro. Neuro has a lot of great products that give you a fast and easy energy boost. We love to take their mints and gums before the show. It gives us the energy we need to produce this Bengals content. So make sure you stay tuned to the end of this video to learn more about Neuro, and here's the most important part, to get access to our special discount code. All right, Miles, what you got? What's the latest out of Cincinnati?
Yeah, Nick, Joe Burrow has had a plethora of weapons lately. We can remember all of the guys like Jamar Chase, like the T. Higgins, the Tyler Boyds, and even the last few seasons, Hayden Hurst has been really impressive. But with the loss of Hayden Hurst, people are wondering who is going to step up, who is going to be the guy to take that place. The Bengals did bring in Irv Smith through this offseason, and now he has been proving that he is the guy to step up because he has shined really bright in this OTA period, Nick. And I'm going to get into the article right now. This is from over on cleveland.com. So don't, it's just the website name. We're not talking about the Browns. We know this is the Bengals. Don't shoot the messenger. But over on cleveland.com, they had some really great insights. They said the month of May is giving Irv Smith Jr. regular season energy. Just over 2 months into his time as the Bengals' newest tight end, Smith fits like a prize piece in Cincinnati's offensive puzzle. He was signed to a one-year deal back in March with the hope of replacing Hayden Hurst's production after Hurst landed a new deal with the Panthers. Bengals head coach Zach Taylor previously said he expects Smith to replace Hurst as the team's starting tight end. Veteran Drew Sample, who was picked by the Bengals 2 selections after Smith was drafted by the Vikings in 2019, is also back for another year. Smith is already finding his groove as the Bengals are wrapping up phase 2 of voluntary offseason workouts. Last week, he said that his job is to help to push the tight end room, and he's already taking great pride with such a tall task. Now, Nick, there's a couple things to take out of this. One, Zach Taylor already said he expects Irv Smith to be taking over the starting tight end role, so that is a given right there. Number two, he has already been fitting into this Bengals offense just 2 months after he has joined the team. He is making himself, as they say, a prize piece to this offensive puzzle that is the Cincinnati Bengals, Nick. And number three, is already taking a coveted veteran leader role in this tight end room, and I'm sure in the offense as well. He just seems that charismatic, that type of leader of a guy to take a role and be an outspoken leader amongst the team. He seems like a really great guy to have in your locker room. So, Nick, already early on in his tenure as the Cincinnati Bengal, Irv Smith is making a really big impact on this team. I'm curious to know, what are your thoughts on this, and how do you think this is going to help the Bengals going forward?
Yeah, sure. So when the Bengals brought in Irv Smith early this offseason, it made a lot of sense on paper. But one of the things you never really know, and you kind of highlighted a little bit there, Mize, is what's the cultural fit? Because for a team like the Bengals, that's obviously it's Super Bowl or bust. They have that level of talent. They got quarterback, coach, organization. They got everything they need to win a Super Bowl, not just get back to it. You're obviously always worried about guys who could come into the locker room and kind of spoil the locker room, create tension, and create some kind of issues. Irv Smith looks like he's doing the exact opposite. So it's a great relief for Cincinnati Bengals fans right there. And you can tell in his comments that he's very self-aware. He understands his role. And look, Irv Smith, he's obviously mature beyond his years. This kid's only 24 years old. He's a very mature guy. You can hear it by the way he speaks. He understands what he was brought in to do. He's not in there to be a superstar. He knows his team has Jamar Chase. He knows his team has T. Higgins. Heck, he knows he's not even brought in to be nearly as productive as Boyd, right? He may not even be the most, there may be even more tight ends that get more targets. Who knows? He says his goal this season is to push the tight end room and get that room, those guys, better as a collective, as a whole. And I think that's critical for the Cincinnati Bengals. The fact that they have a guy willing to come in, a new guy into the locker room that understands, okay, this team is good without me. I don't have to upset the apple cart. I don't have to come in here and be like, try and take it on myself to be a new alpha. No, I can control what I can control and try and make the group around me better and just focus on my position group so we can be part of the collective whole as we work toward the Super Bowl. That is huge for a football team because we see it all the time. It really does happen. You've got a team that's, continuing trying to take the next step. They bring in a free agency and this guy comes, a free agent, and he comes in, he's like, hey, listen, I need to be the new alpha. I'm the new leader. I'm taking over everything. This is my team now. And it blows the team up. The Bengals, that's always a concern, right? You're always worried when you bring in a guy. Hayden Hurst was a great team guy. Is Irv Smith going to be that guy? He is exactly 100% person. He fits in perfectly. And I think that's a great sign for the Cincinnati team going forward. Plus, he's all the talent in the world. This guy's incredibly gifted out of Alabama, kind of got buried on the depth chart a little bit behind Minnesota. So he's got all the physical tools, good pedigree, good resume, obviously coming from the Nick Saban program at Alabama. He knows what it knows to take to win. I said the word knows a lot there. But the point is that this is a guy that fits in perfectly for the Cincinnati Bengals. All right, Miles, we would like to give a special thanks to our partner in today's video, Neuro.
That's right, Nick. And I want you to go with me on a journey really fast. I want you to imagine this. It's 4th and goal in the big game, Nick. Your team is relying on you to make the big-time game-winning play. I know you've been in this situation before, Nick. The stadium is roaring. The clock is ticking. The game is on the line, but if only in that moment you were able to have some Neuro Gum. Neuro Gum will help you stay concentrated, and it gives you a burst of energy without a nasty crash.
That's right, Miles. Neuro has thoughtfully curated ingredients and does endless lab testing, which means that you can reach the right state of mind safely and consistently. That's the most important part. It gives you a clean burst of energy and focus without the jitters of coffee or any of those other energy drinks.
That's right, Nick. And if you click our sponsor link in the description below, you can enjoy energy, calm, and focus whenever you need it.